Welcome to the Deep Dive, where we cut through the noise and get you straight to the essential insights. Based on the material you've provided, today we're tackling a challenge that really keeps small and mid-sized businesses, SMBs, awake at night in 2025. That's the escalating cyber threat landscape.
Absolutely. It's clear from the sources that attackers are definitely putting SMBs squarely in their sights. We're seeing advanced ransomware, incredibly sophisticated phishing schemes.
And on top of that, those increasingly stringent data protection regulations, they're like a minefield to navigate, aren't they?
They really are. It's a perfect storm in a way.
And the real challenge for so many SMBs, they're trying to fight this battle with, well, limited budgets and very lean IT staff.
That's a key point. Your sources highlight a pretty staggering figure. 51% of SMBs have no cybersecurity measures in place at all.
Wow, half of them.
Yeah. And for those who do try it, compliance often just devolves into these really tedious manual processes.
So it's systemic.
Yeah.
And leaves businesses incredibly vulnerable. But here's where a truly transformative solution seems to be emerging. AI-powered security agents. Can you imagine intelligent tools that monitor your networks 24/7, detect anomalies in real time, maybe even automatically contain threats?
Right, all without needing that massive in-house team. This is how SMBs can genuinely start achieving, enterprise-grade protection.
So our mission today is to give you a clear, concise shortcut to understanding how these AI security agents can guard your business. We're going to unpack why they're so needed, what exactly they do, especially for security and compliance.
How you actually implement them.
Right, and what crucial considerations you need to think about for the future.
And this all comes from a really comprehensive report on how AI security agents can guard SMBs, packed with insights from industry experts, real-world examples.
Exactly, stuff that brings these concepts to life. All right, so let's start by laying out the playing field. What are the core pain points SMBs are currently facing that make those traditional security and compliance approaches just unsustainable?
Well, the threat landscape is evolving incredibly rapidly, and SMBs are feeling it directly. Your sources indicate that a staggering 61% of SMBs were targeted by a cyber attack back in 2021.
61%.
And that figure is only rising. Common threats, include malware, that's about 18% of attacks, phishing at 17%.
Still big numbers.
Huge. And data breaches, ransomware are major concerns too. A striking 82% of ransomware attacks hit companies with fewer than 1,000 employees.
So definitely not just a big company problem.
Not at all. And experts are warning about new vectors in 2025, like IoT-based attacks. Think vulnerabilities in smart cameras or sensors.
Right, all those connected devices.
Exactly. Plus supply chain breaches, and this one's particularly concerning, AI-powered phishing.
AI fighting AI almost.
Kind of. This phishing can mimic trusted users, even using deepfake voices. Imagine getting a call that sounds exactly like your CEO asking for a wire transfer.
That's terrifyingly effective.
It is. Makes scams incredibly hard to spot. And then on the compliance side, SMBs are really struggling. GDPR-like requirements, HIPAA for health data, PCI DSS for payments. It's a lot.
Wow, those numbers, they paint a stark picture. Over half targeted, and you mentioned earlier, nearly 60% collapsing after a severe attack.
That's the grim statistic, yes.
It's not just losing data, it's potentially losing your entire business.
Absolutely. The message is clear. Cybersecurity isn't just an IT problem, it's an existential business threat for SMBs.
So how are they trying to meet these challenges when, as we said, they're operating with such tight budgets?
Well, that's the crux of it. Most SMBs operate under very tight budgets. Your sources reveal nearly half spend less than $1,500 a month on cybersecurity.
Under $18,000 a year.
Right. And 29% allocate less than 5% of their total IT budget to security. That underinvestment leaves huge gaps.
Yeah.
Like 47% of businesses with fewer than 50 employees have no cybersecurity budget at all. Zero.
None.
And compliance activities also eat into budgets. 48% spend under $50 annually on audits, but get this, 2/3 still spend 3+ months and over $100 just on audit prep.
Wow. So much time and money just getting ready for the audit. It's a clear mismatch between the resources they have and the threats they face.
Definitely forces them into difficult choices.
And if they don't have the budget for robust tools, they're often relying on, you mentioned, manual processes, spreadsheets, maybe one stressed IT person.
That's right. Fighting 21st century threats with, maybe 20th century methods, it's incredibly draining and error-prone.
How does that play out in practice? Like for audits?
For audits, evidence gathering is often done via spreadsheets, email chains. A survey found the biggest audit challenges were limited compliance staff, 21% said that, and tedious manual evidence collection, 18%.
Makes sense.
And security monitoring might fall entirely to one IT generalist, creating huge blind spots. It's a stark reality. 29% of small businesses have no cybersecurity protections at all. Only 17% even encrypt data, partly because manual implementation is just too complex.
So by 2025, the sources say 72% of SMEs have inadequate digital security. That's alarming.
It is. It shows how widespread the problem is.
Okay, so if AI agents hold so much promise, what's really holding SMBs back? Why aren't they all jumping on this if the problem is so severe and the solution sounds so potent?
There are definitely barriers. Key ones include cost and ongoing maintenance, 40% cited maintenance, 32% upfront hardware costs as major concerns.
Okay, cost is always big.
Then expertise. 39% mention lack of time to train staff or just not having people with the right skills.
The skills gap.
Exactly. Integration complexity is another hurdle. And then there's a clear trust and awareness gap. Some still think, AI is only for big enterprises.
Right, that perception.
And finally, security and privacy concerns about the AI itself. Because these agents, to be effective, they need pretty broad access to company data. Overcoming that requires clear value propositions and showing it's not overly complex.
Okay, now this is where the conversation really pivots. We've laid out the problem, the challenges, but the light at the end of the tunnel seems to be these AI agents. So tell us, how exactly do they step in? How do they address those massive pain points for SMBs, especially thinking about both security and compliance?
Right. Well, modern AI security agents can automate a really comprehensive spectrum of tasks. Think continuous threat monitoring, they're scanning network traffic, logs, user behavior 24/7 for anything unusual.
Tirelessly.
Tirelessly, and incident response automation. This is key. They can trigger containment actions like blocking a malicious IP or isolating an infected device without waiting for a human to wake up or log in.
That speed must be critical.
It's huge. It also extends to vulnerability management, robust phishing and fraud prevention, AI email filters, catching those sophisticated deepfake scams we talked about.
And on the compliance side, that's a big burden manually.
Absolutely. Here they offer continuous compliance monitoring. They track adherence to security policies, regulations like AHI or PCI DSS in real time, and they immediately alert on violations.
So instead of finding out during an audit,
You find out right away. For example, they can sift through enormous volumes of log data, something humans just can't do effectively to spot subtle signs of attack. Things traditional tools might miss,
like what?
like unusual admin login times, strange data exfiltration patterns. They learn what's normal for your specific environment and then flag deviations instantly.
That baseline is key.
It is. Many also include predictive analytics, analyzing past incidents to try and preempt future attack methods. And for compliance, they can even auto-generate reports, maintain audit trails of security events. That significantly cuts down the manual paperwork.
That's a powerful picture. How do they really perform compared to traditional tools, though? Is it genuinely a leap forward? Or are there maybe still places for the older rule-based systems?
Generally, yes, AI-driven agents outperform traditional software in both detection speed and response speed. Traditional tools, like a basic antivirus, are reactive. They catch known threats based on signatures, but often generate a lot of false alarms. They need rules programmed in.
So they're good for the known stuff.
Right. But AI uses behavioral analysis. That lets it identify novel threats, zero-day attacks, or those stealthy, living-off-the-land attacks where attackers use legitimate system tools to hide. That's where AI really shines.
And the detection time difference.
It's dramatic. Breaches currently take, on average, 207 days to even detect in traditional environments. Months. An AI agent can potentially flag suspicious activity within minutes or hours. And the response time. AI can automatically shut down a threat the moment it's detected. A human response might take hours, even days.
And that speed directly translates to less damage, I assume.
Absolutely. Less damage, less cost, which often makes AI more cost-effective over time, especially when you factor in offsetting labor costs.
Okay, that theoretical difference is clear. Can you give us some concrete real-world examples? SMDs actually benefiting, particularly with security and compliance. That's where the rubber meets the road.
Yeah, definitely. Let's talk specifics. Think about a mid-sized law firm. They augmented their email security with an AI-based phishing defense, something like Microsoft Defender for Office 365.
Right.
It successfully quarantined a really sophisticated phishing email,
Right.
prevented credential theft. That likely saved them from a breach, huge legal headaches, reputational damage.
Huge for a law firm.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Another one, a growing e-commerce company. They used an AI cloud security platform, similar maybe to Microsoft Defender for Cloud, to continuously check their cloud settings.
Uh-huh.
The AI promptly alerted them to a misconfigured storage bucket. Customer data could have been exposed. That alert averted a major compliance incident.
Save them from potential fines and customer trust issues.
Precisely. Or a regional healthcare provider, about 150 employees. They deployed an AI compliance assistant specifically for IP.
Big one for healthcare.
Huge. The tool automatically monitored patient record access, flagged unusual patterns, streamlined their pay reporting, and actually caught an instance of improper account use by a former employee.
Wow. So security and compliance combined there.
Yes. And one more, financial services SMB. They implemented an AI-based SIEM XDR solution.
Okay, that's the system that pulls all security data together, right?
Right. Security information and event management, extended detection and response. The AI alerted them to a pattern, failed login attempts on an accounting system, then a suspicious file transfer. It auto-correlated these events, blocked the IP address,
Preventing data loss.
preventing customer data loss. So these cases, they really highlight improved detection, much faster response, and significantly easier compliance management, all without needing to hire more IT staff.
So for someone listening now thinking, okay, this sounds promising, but how do I actually get one of these AI agents up and running? What are the practicalities? Is it a massive IT project?
That's a common concern, but the good news for SMBs is deployment often doesn't require heavy infrastructure investment. Many solutions are cloud-hosted, delivered as a service.
SaaS model.
Exactly. You just need reliable internet, supported operating systems on your computers, and the right user privileges. Most are designed for pretty quick, almost plug-and-play deployment.
Really? How quick?
Often operational within days or weeks, not months. Integration with existing systems, Office 365, G Suite, Active Directory, cloud apps, CRM, ERP systems.
The stuff businesses already use.
Right. That integration is typically out of the box using APIs. The AI just augments what's already there, slots in with minimal disruption.
And help getting started.
Vendors usually provide onboarding assistance, and ongoing maintenance for the SMB is often light because the vendor handles the model updates, the threat intelligence feeds, and so on.
Okay, it's great that these AI agents bolster security. But a natural concern, especially for a business owner, might be, how do you make sure the agent itself doesn't become a new vulnerability? It has so much access.
That's an absolutely crucial point. You cannot let the cure become the disease. So, first step, choose reputable vendors. Look for strong security track records, verify certifications like SOC 2 Type 2 or ISO 27001. These are independent audits showing their controls meet high standards.
Due diligence on the vendor.
Absolutely. Then access control is key. Use strong API keys. Adhere strictly to the principle of least privilege. Give the agent only the access it absolutely needs to do its job, nothing more.
Don't give it the keys to the kingdom unnecessarily.
Exactly. And it's also important to, well, monitor the monitor. Check the AI agent's own activity logs for any signs it might have been tampered with.
Okay, that makes sense. And what about data privacy? That agent sees a lot.
It does. You need to understand exactly what data is collected and where it's stored. Always sign a data processing agreement, a DPA, with the vendor that legally defines how they handle your data.
Get it in writing.
Yes. Ensure data is encrypted, both when it's moving across the network and when it's stored. Adhere to that minimal data principle. Configure the AI to collect only what it truly needs.
And employees.
Be transparent with your employees about the monitoring. If the AI takes an action affecting personal data, you absolutely must maintain an audit trail for explainability. That's vital for regulations like GDPR.
And APA.
For IPA, you need the vendor to sign a business associate agreement, a BAA. That legally obligates them to protect patient information to the same standards you do. Essentially, you have to treat the AI agent as an extension of your own environment from a privacy standpoint.
Okay, that's thorough. Now let's talk brass tacks again. The dollars and cents. Can these AI security agents genuinely be more cost-effective for SMBs? Or is it just shifting costs around?
They absolutely can be more cost-effective, often significantly so. One of the biggest drivers is saving on hiring additional security personnel.
Right, the headcount cost.
Exactly. A full-time cybersecurity analyst might cost, what, $80,000 plus annually, maybe more with benefits. An AI security platform might be around $1,000 to $2,000 a month, say $24,000 a year. And it works 247.
Big difference.
Huge. AI directly reduces the human hours needed for detection, prevention, response. It also helps avoid that incredibly costly downtime. Nearly half of SMBs experience 8 to 24 hours of downtime after an attack.
Lost productivity, lost revenue.
Exactly. Preventing just one major outage can save thousands, potentially even millions, depending on the business. The average data breach for SMBs costs between $120,000 and $1.2 million. AI significantly lowers the odds of those happening.
And compliance fines.
Another big saving area. AI helps avoid substantial fines. GDPR penalties can be millions, IPA tens to hundreds of thousands. Continuous monitoring flags issues early before they become expensive violations.
So while there are licensing costs,
Yes, there are initial costs maybe per user, per device, per data volume, but AI often consolidates the functions of multiple traditional tools. So when you look at the total cost of ownership over time, it's frequently very competitive, even advantageous.
it's clear they offer compelling financial benefits. But what about the future? Cyber threats never stand still. How do these solutions scale? How do they adapt?
That's one of the inherent strengths of AI. These solutions generally scale very gracefully with business growth. If it's a cloud-native service, you just adjust your subscription. No need for new hardware, usually.
Scales easily.
Yes. And as your business expands, the AI models can actually improve because they have more data to learn from, becoming more accurate over time. Plus, AI defenses are inherently more adaptive to emerging threats.
So.
They handle things like AI-powered phishing, deepfakes, those living off the land attacks much better than static role-based systems because they're looking for anomalous behavior, not just known signatures.
So they learn and adapt.
Exactly. And the market itself is evolving fast. In the next 3 to 5 years, expect even more integration AI built right into common IT platforms. More consolidation among vendors.
What else?
Generative AI might start playing a role in defense, maybe generating countermeasures on the fly. Better user interfaces, acting more like virtual security advisors. We're already seeing rapid adoption SME usage jumping from 26% in 2024 to 39% in 2025. Shows this is quickly becoming mainstream. That's a powerful shift. So, if AI can do all this automated work, it makes me wonder, what does that mean for the human element? What skills will SMB IT teams need to work effectively with these AI partners? It's not just set and forget, presumably.
No, definitely not sit and forget. The focus shifts, really.
Yeah.
It moves away from needing deep data science expertise towards more analytical and oversight skills.
Okay, like what?
IT staff need to be able to interpret the AI-generated alerts, investigate the context around them, and become comfortable with the specific tools training, how to set policies, how to manage incident response workflows within the tool.
So understanding the AI's output and knowing how to act on it.
Precisely. AI literacy becomes crucial, understanding what AI can do well, what its limitations are, so you know when to trust it and when to verify its findings.
Trust but verify.
Exactly. And human incident response skills remain vital for the broader coordination, communication, making strategic decisions. The human role shifts to higher-level tasks, risk management, strategic planning, communicating security posture to non-technical executives. So it elevates the human role, in a sense.
I think so. Fortunately, many AI tools are designed to be user-friendly, lowering that initial skill barrier. But continuous learning is absolutely key. It's really about augmenting human capability, not replacing it entirely.
Given all these powerful benefits and the shift in skills needed, what should an SMB actually look for when choosing the right AI security vendor? The market seems to be growing fast.
It is growing fast. There are many strong contenders tailored for SMBs. You've got names like Darktrace, CrowdStrike, Sentinel-Alone, Microsoft Defender with its security copilot features, Cisco, Vade Secure for email.
And managed services.
Right. MDR providers, managed detection and response like Arctic Wolf, are also a popular option for SMBs who want more hands-on help. And for compliance automation specifically, tools like Drata and Vanta are very relevant.
So a lot of choices. How do you prioritize? What features really matter?
You should focus on key features based on your specific needs, but generally look for, first, ease of use and deployment. Intuitive dashboards, plug-and-play integration with things you already use like Windows, Office 365.
Make it easy to adopt.
Exactly. Second, the level of automation. Does it just detect? Or does it also respond automatically, like disabling a compromised account or quarantining malware without manual intervention? That response automation is huge.
What else?
Comprehensive coverage. Ideally, an XDR approach, extended detection and response that correlates signals across your endpoints, network, cloud, email, identity. Get that holistic view.
Avoid silos.
Right. Also, false positive management. Can the tool learn from your feedback to reduce noise? Alert fatigue is real.
Definitely.
Reporting and compliance support is key too. Pre-built reports or control mapping for regulations like PCI DSS or HIPAA can save enormous amounts of time.
Streamlining compliance.
Yes. And good alerting and integration can it send alerts to your Slack, your ticketing system, plus the basics. 24/7 monitoring capability, scalability as you grow.
And the security of the tool itself. We touched on that.
Absolutely critical. Role-based access control, MFA, multi-factor authentication for logging into the tool, and detailed logging of any administrative actions taken within the AI platform.
Okay, that's a solid checklist. And what about the stability of the vendor themselves? You invest time and money integrating this. You don't want them to disappear or stop innovating in a year or two.
Yeah. Vendor stability is absolutely critical. You're trusting them with your security. Look for signs of financial health, a substantial customer base, especially customers similar in size and industry to you.
Social proof, kind of.
Yes. Look for a robust support infrastructure. Do they have good documentation, responsive support, and critically, a clear product roadmap? Are they regularly updating the product, adding new features, improving the AI models?
Shows they're investing for the future.
Exactly. Check for third-party recognition, Gartner reports, industry awards, things like that. And don't hesitate to ask for customer references. Talk to businesses like yours using the tool.
Good advice.
And ask them tough questions too. What's their vision for the next 5 years? What happens if the company gets acquired? That due diligence ensures your investment is protected and your security partner will be there long term.
Okay, so you've narrowed it down. You're in a demo or maybe a trial period. How do you really dig in? How do you ask the hard questions to figure out if this specific solution is right for your business? What are the must-asks?
Great question. In demos, definitely ask, what specific data does your AI need access to, and how do you ensure its security and privacy? Get specifics.
Drill down on data handling.
Yes, ask, how does your AI specifically work to reduce false positives? Make them explain the mechanism and walk through a scenario. Say, okay, it's 2 a.m., ransomware hits. Walk me through exactly how your tool would handle this, from initial detection to full containment and maybe even recovery steps.
See it in action, hypothetically.
Right. Also, push them on what's really AI versus just clever rule-based automation. Ask which features are truly AI-driven and demand explainability. Can I see why the AI flagged something? Does it give me the reasoning?
Understand the black box a bit.
Exactly. Ask about integration. How will this fit into my existing IT setup? What's the real deployment effort involved for my team? Inquire about onboarding support, how often the AI models are updated, and ask for ROI case studies relevant to your business size or industry.
And the limitations.
Crucially, yes. Ask about limitations. What scenarios does this tool not handle well? Where will we still need manual intervention? A vendor who is honest about limitations is often more trustworthy.
Good point.
And during a trial, that's your chance to really test its response times, its usability with your own IT staff in your environment, see how it feels day to day.
So bringing this all together, what does this really mean for SMBs? What's the big takeaway?
Ultimately, I think it means AI security agents are genuinely transforming cybersecurity and compliance for small and mid-sized businesses.
Yeah, it seems like they're offering that enterprise-grade protection, but without needing the massive in-house team and budget that traditionally required.
Exactly. It shifts defense from being reactive and often very costly to being proactive and much more efficient.
And this blend of intelligent automation with strategic human oversight, it feels less like just an IT upgrade and more like a fundamental business imperative now, especially for survival and success in this 2025 threat landscape.
I agree. If you connect it to the bigger picture, think about the impact. By reducing incidents, minimizing the damage when things do happen, ensuring continuous compliance, these AI agents save SMBs real money, money that would otherwise be lost to crises, downtime, penalties.
Freeing up resources.
Yes, they act as those ever-vigilant digital guardians, freeing up your team, your valuable human team, to focus on growth, innovation, serving customers with greater peace of mind.
So as we wrap up this deep dive, maybe here's a provocative thought for you to consider. We know AI-driven threats are getting more sophisticated. We also know AI-driven defenses are becoming more accessible. So the question isn't just whether to adopt these solutions, it's how. What competitive advantage will your business gain by not just plugging in an AI tool, but by truly integrating that human-in-the-loop approach, combining the AI's tireless vigilance with your team's unique insights and strategic oversight?
That's the key, isn't it? Leveraging both strengths.
And how will you benchmark your progress? How will you ensure you're not just reacting, not just secure enough, but actually a strategic step ahead of the curve? Something to think about.